Okay, so this is a bit of a new look for me, yeah? So, suppose you're wondering what this is. This is, if you can tell from the title, this is Mining Defense VR Training. So it's one of the mining defense missions. There's 3 of them. There's the ending, there's the training, and I think there's sort of like an intro kind of one. I'm not entirely sure how I would describe it. Anyway, so this is actually my second run of this. I unfortunately did not record my first run, which was an S rank. It was really good. So, that's unfortunate. This one's a B, I believe, so, it's, it's what can you do? Like, it is what it is. I really should have recorded the first one, but I didn't. So, now we're stuck with this thing, which is unfortunate, but I don't really intend to focus very hard on this. If you see my previous mining defense video, which was ending, I believe, on XH, it's pretty similar. There's the only difference is there's no apprentice boss fight at the end. It's just a really hard last wave, and the enemies are sort of a mishmash of different stuff. As you can see, we got Harakotan enemies. There's going to be automata. A bunch of different fall spawn. There's even some phantasm. There's some phantasm fall spawn right at the end. So, oh yeah, those guys, whatever they're called, Souls Brada, can actually disable, whatchamacallit, your little pads things and whatnot. So that's kind of unfortunate. And there's a bunch of walls, and there's some weird stuff they do with the waves, where like they'll spawn in one place and they'll go to a different place and whatnot. But overall, it is very similar to XH Mining Defense ending, so which is why I'm not really going to talk about the gameplay much from here on out. Instead, I want to talk about some other stuff that's been going on in the game. Life stuff. Well, I suppose as you know, college has started up again, and I'm dealing with that. It's going fine. I have time to play. I have time to record. I have definitely been slacking off on the recording, so I'm wondering if I need to set myself like a definitive schedule for just when I record and do audio and whatnot. I'll probably be looking into that, over the coming weeks, if I remember to do it, which hopefully I will. Other than that, I am potentially going to be replacing my old job with a new one, potentially. So it's still early days, so we'll see how things work out there. Nothing definitive yet. Oh my, that's a lag spike if I've ever seen one. Yeah, see, automata. Again, it's a mishmash. What can you do? Whatchamacallit? What was I gonna say? Okay, alright, so I was talking about game stuff. So, game stuff. So, I think as I mentioned in the previous video, I was going to be trying to get myself a full set of Clouds gear. And that is something that I can now say that I have achieved. It took me a very long time, and it was very painful, but it is finally done. I have gotten all of the parts that I need. It's all good. It's finally over with. Yay. So, that was definitely an experience I am not eager to repeat. What was it? So, the worst part was definitely the Darkstones, which, I have many problems with TPD, or Face of the Abyss, or Primordial Darkness, whatever you want to call him. But I have made clear, I think, a number of times. Well, or at least in my TPD video, I hope I've made that clear. If not, then, I don't know, I may be interested in trying to branch out and do more than just sort of gameplay commentary style stuff, and do more, scripted videos. I have one in the works right now, actually. So, there you go. But yeah, that's sort of where I'm at with that. I know that was not an interesting, very fun experience, and not a single Clouds drop, and he didn't drop Clouds gear for me, or even Darkweave weapons for me a single time, so that's cool, I guess. It is what it is, I suppose. What else? The ML fragments were... Well, DQ was fun for a while until I actually needed to start farming the modules. The modules were by far the worst. Shiva and Varuna aren't so bad, but Exegol is just annoying to fight. He's another one of those AoE spammers who just... His fight does look really cool. Like, he's got some of the best graphics in the entire game, just in terms of the visuals of how his attacks actually look. He does look... It's pretty cool, but... Man, does he just love spamming AoE absolutely ever. And his final attack is kind of BS. It feels very inconsistent as to whether it grabs you or not. So, you know, that's cool, I guess. What else? What else I was thinking about? Okay, then Varuna's not so bad. It's hard finding any good farms on him, at least on my server, but, you know, what can you do? Other than that, like, he's not so bad. I don't, like, despise fighting him. Mitra is also kind of annoying, but the worst part is her modules are so stupid hard to farm. Because, you know, she spawns in only a couple places, and it takes a while to get to her, even when you are doing them. Those particular things, that'd be Breakthrough Training, Final Lament, and obviously at the end of some of the middle stage divide quests. I think it's she can spawn as early as 1520, and I think she can spawn 2125 and 2630. So, you know, there you go. I ended up having to buy a lot of the modules, and again, Runa and Exegol were pretty cheap. Mitra is way overpriced at the moment, at least on my server. It was going for like 4.5 million, which, kill me. I've made known my dislike of how overpriced Mitra is, and I even if I ever get the chance, I will probably try and crash the market out of spite, just because they're so overpriced and really do not need to be. I don't like it. Not one bit. Anyway, so, but either way, it's done now, and it did another thing that I think I mentioned this. Yeah, I think I mentioned it in the Dragon video. I sold all my +1 boosters, and then, you know, had to go out and do some farming, which was not very fun. So, what else? Oh, the other last thing I mentioned. Not sure why I've been saving this, I guess. I ended up changing classes from Hero to Luster. Originally, my reason was, well, I don't want to build 3 different Cloud's gear, because that means I need to create 18 different Darkwave weapons, which, surprise, surprise, that's very expensive to do. And, what was it? Then I have to level up all those weapons, and then it was going to be a mess. It was going to be a giant mess, and so I was like, alright, well, for Luster, realistically, I'm only going to need to make 1 weapon, and then I'll be basically done, because I can start doing content other than what I was originally doing. Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to mention, there are some unique enemies that spawn here, like those guys, and there's the giant Lillipin dudes. I think they do spawn a couple other places, but they're pretty unique to here, so hey, check that out, I guess. There's not really much to say about them in there, but yeah. Then I actually started playing Luster, and while it is, I think it leans very heavily on mechanical complexity. There's just a lot of stuff you need to remember about how it works. But, you know, other than that, you know, it's a pretty fun. It's a really fun class, because actually when I started getting into it, I think I liked it. I like it now even more than Hero. Although the one thing I miss is that the weapon camos look a lot better for Hero, because it got the sword and the TMG and Metalis, which all look very different and very unique. And with the Luster, you just have the one Gunblade and Gunblades. There's just not a lot of really good Gunblade camos out there. The Clouds one's decent. I think the Starquake one is probably my favorite. Riv is okay. Riv and Ares are okay, and then I've been looking to some of the ones that are just, yeah, it's like, it's not that great. What can you do? What can you do, you know? And I suppose I have a couple more NGS things I need to record. So, future recordings, what do I need to do? What can you expect? Well, I have a bunch of quests recorded. I got Dark Falls Persona, I got Profound Darkness, I got the double Deus Eska Mother fight, although I really, really want to do solo fight. I have a recording of Ship Infiltration, and I have a recording of Reality Rending Crimson Spark, which is the fight with Apple Nemesis, who's basically a buffed version of Nemesis Angeles. So, you know, that's cool. I considered doing a recording of Nemesis Angeles, but realistically, the only thing that would be... I might still, but, you know, we'll see with that one. That one's probably not, but, you know, if I'm desperate, you know, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So, you know, that's cool, I guess. And then I still need to record Mining Defense and the other thing. What do you want to call it? What do I want to call it? Yes, Giga's Next Alio, although I might put that off because I was really only recording that because I was basically out of content. So, you know, most likely I will hold off from recording that unless I'm like absolutely starved of content, which, you know, I shouldn't be for a while. I've got a bunch of stuff I can potentially record, so, you know, fear not. I have quite the backlog of videos I really need to start working through. So, you know, that's how it is, I guess. Is that all I really wanted to say at the moment? I guess I want to talk about New Genesis a little bit. I'm not sure if I mentioned this previously, but for some reason it seems to become trendy for people just sort of doom and gloom on PSO2 in general, which I don't know. I mean, there's still lots of fun stuff to do in base if you're willing to look for it, and I certainly am. So I've been enjoying my time here well enough. Even in New Genesis, there's still plenty of stuff. I've been playing that game for a couple hundred hours, and there's still plenty of stuff that I haven't done, so, you know. And this is really your only game, so I also recommend just playing other games to tide you over. That's what I do. And even, well, I'm not right now, because I still got plenty of stuff I want to do here, so. I don't know, it seems a bit excessive to me. I mean, obviously, I do kind of understand it. And, you know, there's not a crazy amount of stuff to do in NGS, and I guess more importantly, Sega does seem to be kind of focusing on the cosmetics, and I mean, they're not bad cosmetics. They're like the one they released very recently, which was, I think, Moonlight something or other. I can't really bother to remember. Had some cool stuff in it that some of it I ended up actually buying. So, you know, that's cool. But, you know, less cosmetics, more content, I guess, is the general attitude. I can sort of get behind that, but, well, I guess the general opinion, I can't really just get behind the attitude of the people expressing it, who seem to be like, well, PSO2 dead, LOL XD, which it's not going to be dead anytime soon. There's still plenty of people enjoying it, and there's still plenty of stuff to enjoy in it, so cool your jets, guys, please. You're only embarrassing yourself. Alright, is that it for me? Was that it for that sort of little... I'm not sure if I'm not 100% sure if I've talked about that before, but I figured I'd mention it here, because, you know, why not? Yeah, there's me getting ganged up. I do not like when that happens. It's pretty annoying when, you know, you just get jumped on by a million people. You can't really do anything. So, that's fun, I guess. Alright, so I guess we're on the last wave. There's only a few minutes more, and really, I think I've said most of what I wanted to say. I mentioned how things have been going in game, a bit about the community, a bit about my own personal stuff. But yeah, so the main reason that people are doing this is to get augment insurance, which currently goes for about 30 million on the market, and you need it for augment insurance. Basically, it's mainly used for stuff like Guardian Soul and whatnot, so, which is something I'm going to be getting into soon, which is something I think I can talk about. I'm going to be trying to make some God units, and trying to, you know, get myself some really good gear, so I can hopefully start doing some more Ultimate Quests, something I may end up recording the Ultimate Quest, I'm not 100% sure. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I ended up beating Phaleg with an S rank as my luster, I think, a few days ago. So, you know, that's pretty cool, I guess. So I got the achievement for that, so... Yay. Go me. What else? What else am I up to? So... I was gonna say something, and now I've completely forgotten it. That is somewhat embarrassing. Oh yeah, augments. Augments. So I've been thinking about getting into augmenting. Well, I didn't think about it. I've been saving augments to try and get into it to start, you know, putting together a full set of guy units and making a really good gunblade. So, you know, that's sort of what I've been doing in the meantime. Yeah, it's going to be a slow process, and you won't be seeing very much for it. And I guess I've also started trying to get my rings enhanced, which is going to be another very slow, very long, very tedious deal because of, yeah, you need a bunch of mining materials and mining. So that's gonna take a while, and it's gonna be not particularly enjoyable. But yeah, we're getting close to the end here. We're about done with mining defense. I think the next video is going to be... I don't know what the next video is going to be. I haven't checked my video log. I tend to record these sort of as they come, then I sort of go back through them in chronological order and, you know, sort of put them all together. Sort of record audio, make the thumbnail, edit audio, then throw it all together and make a cohesive thing, I guess. So, you know, that's cool. Or something. I hate these corrupted aircraft. They just spam you with missiles and it's so annoying. Bleh. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, so hopefully I'm gonna try and get more content out as time goes on, but, you know, hopefully life won't get in the way too much. It shouldn't, but, you know, you never know with these things. So... I also really hate these guys who just jump on the tower and refuse to let go. They're very annoying. There's a lot of stuff in this mission that's kind of annoying, but it serves as good background material as you listen to me ramble on for, what is it, 20 or so minutes about life, the universe, and everything and whatnot. So there's that. You know, hey. If you're somehow still enjoying this, I mean, thanks. I know my channel hasn't been like the biggest, but you know, hey, it is what it is. But you know, I guess I will be again hopefully recording more stuff over. Well, not recording, but well, kind of recording audio for stuff over the next few weeks and getting that out to you. And yeah, so that is mining defense. Don't really have much to say about it. It's kind of a giant hodgepodgey mess of various stuff. Kind of like Final Lament, honestly. It's kind of Final Lament's just kind of a giant mess of stuff that's sort of just thrown all together. But you know, I think I definitely prefer Final Lament. It's more. I guess it's more cohesive and there's some more unique stuff about it, like with the ship battles and whatnot. So, you know. Again, it sort of is what it is, but that's it for me. I will be seeing you next time with, I'm not sure what yet, what next, but there will be stuff. And yeah, I'll be I guess, comment, like, subscribe, and whatnot. I will be seeing you next time. Peace.